All right, so we're going to work some examples out. At the end of the video, I'll show you how to do the streakiness activity that I've posted, so that way you guys can do that at home. All right, so number 4 on page 300 states, Texas Hold'em is the popular Texas Hold'em variety of poker. Players make their best 5-card poker hand by combining the 2 cards they are dealt with, 3 of the 5 cards available to all players. You read in a book on poker that if you hold a pair, 2 cards of the same rank in your hand, the probability of getting 4 of a kind is 88 out of 1,000. Okay, so you're given 88 out of 1,000 chance, starting with a pair and getting 4 of a kind. Okay, so part A says explain what the probability means. All right, so A, if we were to play Texas Hold'em starting with a pair and completing many repetitions, we would expect to get a 4 of a kind 88 out of 1,000 times, or 8.8% of the time. So that's what they're asking you to do. So when they talk about what does the probability mean, we want you to include talking about the law of large numbers, which means that if we do this lots and lots and lots of times, you're going to get we're expected to see this happen about 8% of the time. Okay, I don't like that odd. Okay, now B, if you play 1,000 such hands, will you get 4 out of a kind in exactly 88 of them? And the answer is going to be no, you're not, because they use the word exactly. So we won't get exactly 88 four of a kind. We won't get exactly 88 four of a kind, but close to 88 times because of chance. Yeah, but it says you will get 88. Says if you play 1,000 such hands, will you get 4 of a kind in exactly 88? I mean, it's possible, but is it going to happen every time? And that's what they're saying. Is this going to happen every single time you play 1,000 hands of poker? You start with a pair, you're going to get it 88 times, guaranteed. Because if that was true, then more people will be playing old poker and having greater success, right? And Las Vegas would be broke, or they would go back to stacking their cards. Okay. All right. See here. Now we're going to jump to number 7. So number 7. Number 7's got a little chart here. It says free throws. The figure below shows the results of a virtual basketball player shooting several free throws. Explain what the graph says about chance behavior in the short run and in the long run. Okay. Now, we're just going to go back to the real basics. What's the chance of making a shot? You got a 50-50 shot. Okay. You either make it or you miss it. Okay. If you take out all the emotion, everything like that, and if you're just going to sit there and make the shot, you have a 50-50 chance. That's it. Okay. So now, if you look at the graph, right, what happens in the short run? Drops below 50, right? So in the short run, but in the long run, what does it do? It's going to approach that 50%. But again, what happens to the athletes and everybody else that goes into it? They get in their own head and they can't make a shot to save their life. Okay? All right. So now what we want to do is we're going to jump up and we're going to do an example of a 4-step process. All right? We're going to look at number 27. Okay? So this is our state, plan, do, and conclude. Do you want me to email this one to you too? The streakiness? No, what we're doing right now. This is just classwork. Okay, but send the other one to you. Yeah. Okay, so 27, colorblind men. Referring to exercise 20, oh my gosh. How about exercise can't see. Exercise 25, suppose we randomly select one U.S. adult at a time until we find one who is red-green colorblind. Should we be surprised if it takes us 20 or more men? Design and carry out a simulation to answer the question. Follow the 4-step process, okay? So, what are we actually looking for? So, what we're looking for, this would go under the state, if you want to know the truth, okay? Would we be surprised if it took us 20 or more men to have a success of a red-green color blind man? So then the plan is we're just going to, you know, I don't want you to write this, but in the future, what you're going to put here is you're going to put your conditions, okay? So this would be, were my conditions met, okay? But right now, what they want us to do is they want us to sit there and say, we will read off the chart or the graph, okay? And so then if we go to the do, so we got to go to which number again? 25, okay? So about 7% of men in the United States have forms of red-green colorblindness. Suppose we randomly select 4 U.S. adult men. What's the probability that at least one of them is colorblind, okay? So we have 7%, right? So we have 7% who are colorblind, right? Bling. How about blind? Did you like that, Bling? Thanks. Okay. So I personally think if I deal with a percent, I want to go from 0 to 99. Why do I want to go from 0 to 99? Because the percent is out of 100. How many numbers do I have here? 100. Okay. So I'm going to have 100 individuals. Okay. What's going to be the range for the people that are colorblind? Not 7. 6. Colorblind men, and that means that 7 through 99 are, we don't know that's regular. All we're just going to put is that they're not colorblind. Okay. Okay, currently. Okay. So we would run a sample. Run a sample of, how many men are we choosing? But we got to do large numbers. We got to do, let's do a 50 sample. 50 samples. Okay, so that's the do. That's all my little statements there. All right. So then if we run this, oh, Perry's gone. We're getting close. So what we do is we run through this, and then the conclude is how, let me pause this. Okay, so real quick, this is the homework that we're going to do. I've cut the numbers down from the syllabus, so make sure you do these questions here. And then for those in the back, we did one example and found out that it happened that was with less than 20. So not doing it 50 times, but just kind of concluding what you're going to see from that pattern, you think. Okay. So I'll show you the example for the streakiness in just a minute. Okay, so here's the activity for today's lesson. I'll let you read through it, so because I'm running short on time. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to use your calculator, and you're going to come to your apps, and then come down to your probability, and you're going to toss your coin. You need to toss it one at a time so you can keep track of your streaks, okay? Now, what we're worrying about is the streak of heads, okay? So when I did mine, you can kind of see there, I would keep track of the heads, and then I'd put a dashed line saying that that was the end of that streak, and I'd move down to the tails, okay? And I kept track of all my streaks, just like that. And then once I've done that, I know it says 10 times, but we're going to just do it 5 times. And so you do it like this, and then you record your data like this, and the question is, do you have it happening 7 or more times? And you can see on mine, I didn't, but your data should be different than mine. So you need to make sure that you do this and use your data, not mine, okay? And if you have questions, email me. I'll help you out. We'll talk to you later. Bye.